Have you ever finished a perfectly normal, reasonably portioned meal, only to find yourself feeling inexplicably heavy, uncomfortably bloated, and just incredibly sluggish for hours afterward? You know the feeling, right? You drink more water, you try adding more fiber to your diet, and maybe you even experiment with one of those basic single-strain probiotics off the grocery store shelf. Yet that heavy, stagnant feeling just absolutely refuses to budge. Well, if you're nodding your head right now, you are certainly not alone. Millions of adults quietly struggle with these exact symptoms every single day, often just assuming it's a normal part of getting older or maybe just having a sensitive stomach. But based on our research, the root of this issue frequently runs so much deeper than just what you ate for lunch. So, in this video, we're going to look closely at a dietary supplement called Finesse. We are going to dive into an objective, deeply evidence-based breakdown of this gut health supplement to see exactly what's inside and how it actually claims to work. We're not here to rely on marketing hype. Instead, we're going to treat you like the smart adult you are and look strictly at the biological science, the manufacturing pedigree, the specific botanical ingredients, and the realistic expectations you should have if you decide to use this formulation. So, if you're struggling with all that bloating or sluggishness, you might be asking this very question. And honestly, the answer often lies in the biological connection between your digestive system and your liver. Before we even look at the Finesse formula itself, we really have to understand the actual problem it's attempting to solve. You see, a lot of folks treat their stomach as a totally isolated organ. Like, if your stomach hurts, you take something for your stomach. Simple, right? But human biology is an incredibly interconnected system. When your digestion slows down, leading to gas, irregular bathroom habits, and just terrible energy levels, the bottleneck is rarely just in the stomach or the intestines alone. Very often, the root cause is a total breakdown in communication and efficiency between your gut and your liver. Now, real quick, before we get deeper into the biology, I do want to mention something absolutely crucial. If at any point during this video you decide this product is right for you, the only safe place to purchase it is the official website, which I've linked directly in the description below. I'll explain exactly why that matters and the very real, serious risks of counterfeit supplements out there in just a moment. But let's keep going. Okay, so the foundational scientific concept that Finesse is specifically designed to target is what's called the gut-liver axis. Now, what is that? Basically, the gut-liver axis is a two-way biochemical communication network. It is a constant, continuous loop. Think of your gut microbes as tiny workers breaking down your food. As they do this, they produce metabolites. Some are good, but some are potentially harmful if your gut bacteria is imbalanced. And guess where these compounds are sent? Directly to the liver. If your gut is inflamed or overloaded with bad bacteria, a condition known as gut dysbiosis, it sends those harmful compounds straight to the liver, dramatically increasing its workload. Your liver literally becomes overburdened and sluggish. Now, why does that matter for your stomach? Well, because the liver is responsible for producing bile, and bile is essentially your body's natural detergent for breaking down dietary fats. If your overworked liver cannot produce enough bile, the fat you eat doesn't get digested properly. It just sits there in your digestive tract fermenting. That fermentation creates the gas, the severe bloating, and that heavy lethargic feeling you get after eating. It's a vicious, self-perpetuating cycle. To give you a clear, no-nonsense assessment, we're going to follow this roadmap today. Number 1, the gut-liver connection. Number 2, what is Finesse? Number 3, the ingredient breakdown. Number 4, expected benefits and claims. Number 5, evaluating pros and cons. And number 6, purchasing and authenticity warnings. Section 1, the gut-liver connection, understanding the biological problem. Let's briefly recap why traditional single-target gut solutions sometimes fail to provide relief. When you look at this 4-step loop, it kind of becomes obvious exactly where things go wrong. If step 1 is disrupted by a poor microbiome, step 2 just delivers pure toxins to the liver. Step 3 slows down because your liver is too busy detoxifying to actually produce bile, and consequently, step 4 fails entirely, leading to terrible fat digestion and bloating. To truly fix sluggish digestion, a solution has to intervene at step 1 to balance the microbes, and simultaneously at step 3 to stimulate and protect the liver. That dual action intervention is precisely what the Finesse formulation is attempting to pull off. Section 2. What is Finesse? Examining the product's pedigree. Moving on to the product itself, let's look at exactly what this is and how it's manufactured based on the company's official documentation. Based on our research, Finesse is a powdered, plant-based supplement produced domestically right here in the USA under strict GMP guidelines. And guys, that GMP certification, Good Manufacturing Practices, is huge. It ensures a baseline of pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing consistency and safety. Being produced in an FDA-registered facility means the manufacturing plant is legally subject to federal inspections regarding cleanliness and equipment sanitation. And that GMP certification guarantees that what is printed on the label is exactly what is inside the bottle, with absolutely zero cross-contamination. The formula is entirely plant-based, non-GMO, gluten-free, and it doesn't have any synthetic stimulants. Basically, it's designed to work with your body's natural rhythms rather than forcing a harsh, unnatural reaction. Section 3. The ingredient breakdown. Mapping botanicals to biology. So, what exactly is in this formula? Let's break down the key ingredients and their specific biological targets. In my assessment, what really sets this formula apart is how targeted it is. They aren't just throwing random green powders into a tub and hoping for the best. They are utilizing dandelion to act as the food for the gut bacteria. They are using milk thistle specifically as a shield and a stimulator for the liver. And they're using cascara sagrada as the gentle engine to keep physical waste moving out of the body. Let's look a little closer at what the evidence actually suggests about these individual components. Take dandelion root, for example. It is so much more than just a common yardweed. It is naturally rich in a highly specific type of prebiotic fiber called inulin. You hear a lot about probiotics, the good bacteria, but prebiotics are the vital food that allows those good bacteria to actually survive and multiply. Without prebiotics, taking a probiotic is honestly kind of a waste of time. Furthermore, based on research highlighted in the product documentation, dandelion extract has been shown to boost stomach contractions, accelerating the movement of food into the small intestine by up to 32%. That directly combats that stagnant, heavy feeling you get after eating a large meal. Then we have milk thistle, which is a highly deliberate inclusion. The active compound in it, silymarin, is heavily researched for its ability to increase bile flow, which is absolutely essential for breaking down dietary fats. Silymarin acts as a powerful antioxidant specifically targeted at your liver cells. It helps shield the liver from the daily oxidative stress caused by environmental toxins and, frankly, poor diet choices. But more importantly for your digestion, it stimulates the liver to dramatically increase bile production. Remember our earlier chat about how low bile leads to fat fermentation and severe bloating? Well, by supporting the liver's ability to produce bile, milk thistle directly attacks the root cause of fat malabsorption. It claims to boost bile output by a staggering 127%, allowing your body to break down heavy meals cleanly and efficiently. So rather than just being a simple run-of-the-mill fiber supplement, Finesse balances 3 billion colony-forming units of probiotics to actively reseed the gut, alongside those prebiotic fibers we talked about. But it goes further. It incorporates artichoke leaf extract, which works in total synergy with the milk thistle to further stimulate bile and manage cholesterol processing. It also includes turmeric, bringing its active compound curcumin to the table, which provides fierce anti-inflammatory properties to soothe an irritated intestinal lining. Finally, they use licorice extract for its demulcent properties. Basically, it coats your gut like a soft protective blanket, helping to mend minor tissue irritation and promote smooth blood flow to the whole digestive tract. Section 4. Expected benefits and claims. What to realistically expect. Now, we must separate biological reality from wishful thinking. This is not some magic fairy dust that'll cure every ailment overnight. According to the manufacturer's research, optimizing this gut-liver axis should logically result in less abdominal distension, better fat metabolism, and a way more predictable digestive rhythm over time. Because the formulation actively increases bile flow and feeds the microbiome, the primary and most immediate benefit you're likely going to notice is a big reduction in post-meal bloating. Foods that previously left you feeling uncomfortably stuffed should pass through your system with so much less friction. As the cascara sagrada gently stimulates your intestinal muscles, you should experience more regular, highly predictable bowel movements and, importantly, without the harsh, painful cramping associated with synthetic laxatives. Furthermore, when your body is no longer wasting massive amounts of energy trying to force sluggish digestion along and it's finally absorbing nutrients efficiently, you'll very likely notice a natural, sustained lift in your daily energy levels, totally free from the jitters caused by caffeine. But let's be real for a second about how this builds over time. Natural supplements require consistency, and our analysis suggests a real long-term commitment is necessary to truly restructure your microbiome. Based on the evidence, while some initial relief from bloating and constipation might biologically happen within the first 1 to 2 weeks, true biological restructuring takes real time. You are essentially trying to rebuild an entirely neglected ecosystem in your gut and repair an overworked liver. The most profound benefits, like optimized metabolism, consistent energy, and deep digestive harmony, those require daily use over the course of several months. If you are looking for a harsh, instant flush laxative for tonight, this is absolutely not the product for you. This is about establishing long-term, sustainable digestive health. Section 5, Evaluating Pros and Cons. A balanced assessment. No supplement is perfect for everyone, and treating you like an intelligent adult means presenting both sides of the coin clearly. So let's detail exactly 4 distinct pros and 4 distinct cons based on our research. Starting with the pros. Number 1, the dual action approach targeting both the gut and the liver simultaneously is scientifically sound and gets right to the root causes rather than just masking symptoms. Number 2, the manufacturing is absolutely impeccable, 100% natural, non-GMO, and produced in a US-based GMP-certified facility. Number 3, the formula intelligently pairs probiotics with the actual prebiotic fiber they need to survive, which is a step a surprising amount of competing products just fail to do. And number 4, it's backed by a very generous 180-day empty bottle money-back guarantee, which heavily de-risks the whole investment. Now for the cons, which you absolutely need to be aware of. Number 1, as we just mentioned, it requires strict, long-term daily consistency. It is definitively not a quick fix. Number 2, as your body begins to detoxify and your microbiome shifts, you might experience a mild adjustment period. This can occasionally manifest as temporary mild headaches or slight nausea in the first few days, which is a normal biological response but obviously still mildly unpleasant. Number 3, it is exclusively available online, meaning you can't just run down to your local pharmacy to pick up a bottle if you suddenly run out. And number 4, to get the best financial value and avoid supply interruptions, it really requires purchasing a multi-bottle bundle up front, which is a larger initial investment. And hey, it is incredibly important to make a distinction regarding marketing claims here. You'll often see marketing language tossing around the letters FDA. We need to be clear on the facts. The Food and Drug Administration does not approve or deny dietary supplements before they go to market. They only approve pharmaceutical drugs. However, the FDA does tightly regulate the facilities where these supplements are made. Finesse is manufactured in an FDA-registered facility, which means it legally must adhere to stringent federal guidelines for purity, cleanliness, and quality control. This ensures you're getting a safe, uncontaminated product, even if the supplement itself doesn't carry a formal FDA approval stamp. Section 6. Purchasing and authenticity warnings. Protecting your investment. If you've decided this formulation makes sense for your needs, we urgently need to talk about where you buy it. Based on our research, the manufacturer strictly limits sales to their official website. Why? To prevent customers from receiving contaminated, expired, or outright counterfeit formulas from unauthorized third-party resellers. Let me be incredibly clear on this point. Finesse is not authorized for sale on Amazon, eBay, Walmart.com, or literally any other third-party marketplace. If you see it listed there, it is highly likely to be a counterfeit. And guys, fake supplements are a serious health hazard. Counterfeiters often use cheap, toxic fillers, expired ingredients, or completely different compounds that can cause severe adverse reactions. They'll mimic the packaging perfectly, but the powder inside is not the certified GMP-tested formula. To protect your health and ensure you're getting the actual clinical doses of milk thistle, dandelion, and probiotics, you absolutely must buy directly from the manufacturer. The link I've placed in the description takes you directly to the official website, not a reseller, not a third-party listing. That is the only link I share because it is the only source I trust to provide the authentic, safe formulation. Now, when you purchase through that official link, your order is automatically protected by a 180-day, 100% satisfaction guarantee. That is a full 6 months. If you use the product and find that your digestion hasn't smoothed out or your bloating just hasn't reduced, you can contact their customer service team and receive a full refund, even if you are returning completely empty bottles. In my assessment, this level of guarantee strongly suggests the manufacturer has incredibly high confidence in the biological efficacy of their formula. If you do decide to move forward, I highly recommend opting for the 6-bottle package. Here is the straightforward logic behind that assessment. First, as we covered, your gut microbiome and your liver need time, often several months, to truly heal and establish a brand new baseline. If you buy a single bottle, you risk running out right when the ingredients are reaching peak efficacy in your system. A lapse in supply can totally set your progress back. Second, the 6-bottle package not only prevents those supply gaps during this crucial restructuring phase, but it also frankly offers the lowest price per bottle and the best overall value through their applied discounts. And given that 180-day guarantee, you really aren't risking your money if it turns out not to be a fit for you. We've covered the biological science, the specific ingredients, the pros, the cons, and the necessary safeguards. So the final question is whether you are ready to address your digestive health with an intelligent, targeted approach. In my final verdict, Finesse presents a highly rational, science-backed approach to digestive wellness. If you're someone who struggles with chronic bloating, irregular bathroom habits, and a heavy, sluggish feeling after meals, and, this is key, if you are willing to commit to a daily routine for at least a few months, this dual-action gut-liver formula is a very strong option for you. However, If you're looking for an overnight miracle cure, or if you refuse to take a supplement consistently, you should absolutely save your money and skip this product entirely. For those ready to take control, remember that the only guaranteed authentic source is the official website. You can find that secure link directly below in the description to safely explore the packages and secure your supply. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive into the science of digestion. And here's to feeling lighter, healthier, and way more energized.